as we sit here in Manhattan Neighborhood Network's premier facility on 59th Street, this is a facility funded by the fact that New Yorkers allowed cable companies like Time Warner and RCN to dig up the streets to provide their for-profit service, but that community access is provided classes, access, the ability to submit a program as a public service. We already have that. There's been a plan for over 10 years to bring a satellite facility to Uptown. First, it was going to be 125th Street where Clinton's office was. Second, it was going to be a certain location in East Harlem.
Right.
This has not happened. And in the last 10 years, since Nina and I have been on the board here, we, and I think a lot of people are wondering, if the funds exist and the will exists, what could you and other elected officials do between, you know, sort of re-upping our franchise agreement to, you know, tax incentives? What can be done to finally bring this level of education, cameras, access, offline editing, online editing to Harlem as a resource for residents?
People forget, you know, the airwaves are ours. The government licenses the airwaves to people, to broadcasters, to actually broadcast their, you know, their for-profit, you know, television shows. So it's critically important that we have, you know, stations like MNN and what you do here, because their airwaves are ours. We're supposed to have some say in that. I would be 100% behind having a satellite office uptown, and I think that the technology as it exists and the access to that technology for people empowers them to express themselves. You know, this candidate forum right here is an important thing and an important use of those resources, because it allows folks to identify and engage from themselves to people who are like them, which is very, very important. We just need to have more examples of that, and I think that Harlem would be a great place to have a satellite office, because it would allow real people to engage on real issues that impact, you know, their neighbors and their community. I think location would be the thing, and we just need to like stand up and find a proper location and get the resources to make that happen. And I'm sure that that our friends at the cable companies or whatever would be supportive of that if we actually got to work and figured it out. So I would call on all of the elected officials uptown to stand up and say we want to get this done, and start evaluating how it can be done, and you know, figure out basically how to make it happen.